Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 15th episode of Live from the Adelphi PAC Living Room. My name is Blythe Daylong. I am the Executive Director of the Adelphi University Performing Arts Center. I am thrilled that you are joining us for the show this week. I know that people don't really necessarily care that it's the 15th show, but it's nice for me because it somehow shows passage of time and reminds me a little bit how long this has all been going on. So, and also, it's who would have thought that this would have lasted this long? I certainly did not. I am coming to you as always from the Adelphi PAC Annex, which now that we're a few months into this, I've decided isn't necessarily a specific place, but really more a state of mind and the way you think about things. You could all be at the Adelphi PAC Annex right now and not even know it. So while we aren't able to have audiences in person, we are continuing to bring Adelphi's talented students, faculty, staff, and alumni and other guests with you to you each week through this show. Our first guest tonight is returning from our 4th episode. So please welcome back Adelphi part-time faculty member and musician, Jonathan Goodman. Welcome back, Jonathan.
Greetings, Blythe. Thank you for having me again.
Of course, we're happy to have you back. And how has your summer been going so far?
Pretty well. 2 months since I last talked to you, and it's gotten a little less busy, unfortunately, with school ending, and
right.
The kids are, my kids are done with their college years, and well, my son graduated, so it's a little bit like, trying to find your hobbies again. I picked up the guitar for your last show and working at that and trying to keep the vocal chops going and so forth. Sure.
I mean, listen, we're all rediscovering things to do and different ways to occupy our time. So I get it. Did you do any teaching this summer anywhere or?
Not really. It was going well enough with the online lessons, but I did not continue in through the summer with that. So gave myself a break from that. And sure. It looks as though I'll be doing that, to start the fall with Adelphi students. But I also teach a keyboard class, and we're going to try a flex hybrid, which means you teach in person to half the class, and then you try to go remote and stream the lesson live at the same time to those who are not. So half the class is there. The other half is there, but only online. Okay.
I mean, that works, and you at least get a little of the in-person experience and the online, and yeah, I mean, it'll be exciting to see how all of this goes in the fall for everyone and all the things that we've been planning for all summer. So now, speaking of, you are back on the show because you've been working on virtual music with some of your undergraduate classmates.
Yes.
So tell us more about this, about what you guys have been doing, and this first piece that we're going to hear from you guys tonight.
Yeah, I keep in touch through the joy of Facebook with a lot of my Eastman School of Music alumni. And Debbie Thalberg-Vinnick, who is a harpist and actually just lives in Connecticut, she sent me an email and said, hey, let's try to collaborate. And I said, great. She suggested some pieces, and I suggested some, and we came up with a foray song, En Prière, the prayer, and it's not specifically arranged for harp, but I always felt that it sounded like a harp, the piano accompaniment. Okay. So she quickly arranged it, transcribed it for her harp, sent me the video, and I applied, I overdubbed my vocal. Then we got David Eby, cellist, who is another classmate. He got on board and played a nice kind of ad-lib bass line, and then we just put it on Facebook for our friends.
Sure, great. And you did this one fairly early on in the shutdown and everything.
Yeah,
right?
I believe we did it in like the first week of April, if I'm not mistaken. So we posted it somewhere in the middle of April, I think.
Great. Excellent. So here I am happy to share this first piece with you and your group now. Enjoy.
Si la voix ton enfant peut monter jusqu'à bout, oh mon Père, écoutez de Jésus devant vous à genoux, la prière. Si vous m'avez choisi pour enseigner mon loi sur la terre, je saurai vous servir en Christ le roi des rois, sur mes lèvres, Seigneur, mettez la vérité, salutaire, pour que celui qui doute avec humilité vous révèle. Ne m'abandonnez pas, donnez-moi la douceur nécessaire pour apaiser les maux, soulager la douleur, la misère. Seigneur, en qui je crois et j'espère. Je veux souffrir et mourir sur la croix.
Really lovely. Well done.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. And especially as everyone was figuring out how all of that could work and come together. So that was really a great testament to that as well, and a nice piece of music. So
kind of amazing how it stayed together as well as it did.
Yeah, yeah, right. Now, sticking for a little bit longer on the classical side of things. Now you are also going to do another live performance for us tonight.
Yes.
So tell us about this piece that you're going to be performing. And I will also, I'll get out of here so you can, I know you need to move a little bit so we can make this look right. So, but go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. One of my regular gigs that I'm missing out on, like all of us performers who are missing out on our live gigs. I've been performing for 10 years with a group on Long Island called the Long Island Mandolin and Guitar Orchestra. Many people don't know one exists, but they've been around for almost 50 years. And right now they are led by Sue Weber, who is another alumni adjunct faculty member.
Excellent.
And Adelphi, I should say, faculty member. And Sue Weber is leading the group, but of course we're on indefinite hiatus. But this is an Italian Neapolitan song that I sing with them If you can imagine backing me up instead of the piano accompaniment, which is kindly supplied by Shannon Verderber. Shannon Gillespie Verderber has played the piano on this. But if you can imagine about a 40-piece orchestra made up of mandolins and guitars and bass, and that's what you would normally hear. But this is Non ti scordar di me, which means do not forget about me. This is about the swallows that have gone away, and he's saying they've left my sunless country. My own swallow left me without giving me a kiss or without a goodbye. Don't forget about me. My life is tied to you.
Fantastic. We are looking forward to it. Thank you again for joining us.
Dal mio paese freddo e senza sole, cercando primavere di viole, nidi d'amore di felicità. La mia piccola mondine partì senza lasciarmi un bacio, senza un addio partì. Non ti scordar di me, la vita mia legata a te. Io t'amo sempre più, nel sogno mio rimani tu. Non ti scordare di me, la vita mia legata a te. C'è sempre un'idea nel mio cuore per te. Non ti scordare di me. Non ti scordare di me, la vita mia legata a te. C'è sempre un'idea nel mio cuore per te. Non ti scordare di me.
Thank you again for another great piece. I'll give you a second to catch your breath.
Nothing like shouting to the neighbors.
Right.
I wonder what they're thinking right now.
Well, I mean, listen, it could be anything. It could be anything. Anything could have happened. I mean, you know, all bets are off anymore. But you can, I will say that if you aren't Jonathan's neighbor and don't have immediate access to him, you can go to his SoundCloud page. It is as simple as soundcloud.com and then his name, Jonathan Goodman, where you can find more of his music, some classical music, some songs that you've written, some covers. All kinds of music is there on his SoundCloud's page, and I do encourage everyone to take a moment and do that and check out some more of his music. I know if nothing else, my mom probably will. Like she always tells me afterwards, she's like, "Oh, I went and I found this and heard that." Yeah. So even if it's just for my mom, there you go. You know, that's enough, right?
Yay, Mom.
Right. Exactly. So now back with you and your classmates. Now you guys have worked, you got together again and are working on another song that you guys just finished like within the last week or two, I think, putting together.
Yeah,
So,
about 2 weeks ago. You know, we started it not long after the Foray song came out.
okay.
But I kind of dragged my feet, and we got a little sidetracked with, you know, different things going on. But Debbie, again, the harpist, had asked me, what else can we do? And I said, how about the Beatles tune, She's Leaving Home from Sgt. Pepper? And I grew up listening to that album, and it's, you know, maybe my all-time favorite pop record. And she actually didn't know at first that there was a harp part. And I said, oh, yeah, I wrote back, there's quite an extensive harp line in it. And since there's no percussion, it kind of adds the primary rhythm to the song along with a string quartet. And actually, originally it was more than 4 strings, but nevertheless, I think it was 5 parts and they were all doubled. So there's probably 10 string plus harp. But we got David Eby on cello again, and he said, hey, why don't I call up my quartet? Now, he had a quartet while he was still in undergrad at Eastman. So he got his forces together, and they were all happy to contribute. And what you'll hear is really 8 people, I think, 7 or 8 people, you know, performing separately and putting it together with the harp going first. The harp had to go first to keep it all together. And then I'd like to list the people who are on the performance so that I've got it written down so I don't forget. Belinda Runing-Burge on viola, Jennifer Elowich and Margaret Soper Gutierrez on violins, 1 and 2. David Eby is actually seen in the video twice. And the reason there's 2 of him is that he doubled on the double bass part.
Okay.
So he played cello, and then he played a double bass part also on the cello. And then my son opted to get in on the fun, and he's singing in the choruses with me on the John Lennon part. So Ian Goodman on vocals in the choruses.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I've actually watched this a couple times since you sent it to me, so I'm looking forward to sharing it with everyone. Please enjoy this great tune from the Beatles.
Wednesday morning at 5 o'clock as the day begins. Silently closing her bedroom door, leaving the note that she hoped would say more. She goes downstairs to the kitchen, clutching her handkerchief. Quietly turning the back door key. Stepping outside, she is free. She gave the most of her life. She's leaving. Sacrificed most of her lives. We gave her everything. She's leaving home after living alone for so many years. Father snores as his wife gets into her dressing gown. Picks up the letter that's lying there. Standing alone at the top of the stairs, she breaks down and cries to her husband. party, our baby's gone. Why would she treat us so thoughtlessly? How could she do this to me? She never thought of herself. She's leaving. Never thought of herself. She's leaving home after living alone for so many years. Friday morning at 9 o'clock, she is far away, waiting to keep the appointment she made, meeting a man from the motor trade. She wanted me to do that was right. He's right. He didn't know it was wrong. Fun is the one they never had. Something inside that was always denied for so many years. She's leaving home. Bye-bye.
Another great job.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Yeah, and
To do,
so
some things that aren't classical.
right, you gotta mix it up every now and again, and keep yourself on your own toes, and I love it. So it's great. Thank you again for sharing that with us, and letting me share that with everyone else. I appreciate that, and
Sure.
to you and all of the other folks that worked on that with you. Now, and I appreciate you taking the time to join us again this evening. Thank you so much for doing that. We're going to see you again for one more song at the end of the show. So
Great.
I'll see you in just a few minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we have, in addition, obviously, to our weekly show, there are all kinds of other online events happening at Adelphi all summer long. And into the fall, and as the semester gets going, which is amazingly only about a month away, there will be many more things happening, most of them virtual. So I encourage you to check out the Adelphi website and the events page for some great things going on this summer. In particular, the Experience Adelphi series that has been very popular. These are mini classes that are happening on Thursday afternoons on Zoom, with a wide variety of topics from all around the university. It's different every week. You do need to register in advance so that we can make sure you get the codes that you need to be there. But they are all free, as well as all kinds of other great online events happening. And we're already working on some more things for the fall. So do take the time to check out the website and see other things that are happening that you can join us for. Now, a few episodes ago, we highlighted many performances from our popular Best of Broadway series. We had some great feedback from that, and we have years and years worth of them. So we are going to show a few more of them tonight with songs from Spring Awakening, Hair, and more. So please enjoy another snapshot of our talented students from the fall of 2016 Best of Broadway. Enjoy.
Mama who bore me, Mama who gave me no way to handle things, who made me so sad. Mama the weeping, Mama the angels, no sleep in heaven or Bethlehem. day Christ will come a-calling. They light a candle and hope that it glows. And some just lie there crying for him to come and find them. But when he comes, they don't know how to go. Mama who bore me, Mama who gave me no way to handle things, who made me so bad. Mama the weeping, Mama the angels, no sleep in heaven or Bethlehem. Mama who bore me, Mama who gave me, Mama the angels, who made me so sad. Mama who bore me, Mama who gave me, no way to handle things, who made me so sad. Mama the weeping, Mama the angels, no sleep in heaven or Bethlehem. Some pray that one day Christ will come a-calling. They light a candle and hope that it glows. And some just lie there crying for him to come and find them. But when he comes, they don't know how to go. Mama who bore me, Mama who gave me, no way to handle things, who made me so sad. Mama the weeping, Mama the angels, no sleep in heaven or Bethlehem.
Where do I go? Follow the river. Where do I go? Follow the gulls. Where is the something? Where is the someone that tells me why I live and die? Where do I go? Follow the children. Where do I go? Their smiles. Is there an answer in their sweet faces that tells me why I live and die? Follow the wind song, follow the thunder, follow the neon in the young lover's eyes. Down to the gutter, up to the glitter, into the city where the truth lies. Where do I go? Follow the children. Where do I go? Follow their smiles. Is there an answer in their sweet faces that tells me why I live and die? Where do I go? Tell me where do I go? Follow my heartbeat, where do I go? Follow my head. Where will they lead me? And will I ever discover why I live and die? I live and die. Why do I live? Why do I die? Tell me, where do I go? Tell me why. Tell me where. Tell me why. Forget your trouble.
Happy days
Come on, get
are
happy.
here again.
You better
The
cherish
skies
all your
above are
cares
clear
away.
again.
Shout hallelujah.
So let's sing a song.
Come on, get
Of
happy.
cheer again.
We're going
Happy
to
days
the
are
promised
here
land.
again.
The sun is shining.
We're together.
Come on, get happy.
Shout it now.
Love is
There's no
waiting to
one
take your
who
hand.
can. Shout it now.
Shout hallelujah.
So let's tell the world.
Come on, get
about
happy.
it now.
We're going
Happy
to
days
the
are
promised
here
land.
again.
We're heading across the river. Soon our cares will all be gone.
There'll be no more from now on. From now on.
Forget your troubles.
Happy days
Come on, get
are
happy.
here again.
You better
The
cherish all your cares
are
away.
clear again.
Shout hallelujah.
So let's tell the world
Come on, get
about
happy.
it now. Happy times.
Happy times.
Happy
Happy
nights. Happy days are here again.
Thank you again to all of the talented students in those performances you saw, the singers, the musicians, everyone involved, along with Aaron Quill and Jad Bernardo for putting together that whole Best of Broadway performance from that fall. I am happy to have as one additional guest tonight to say a quick hello. Please welcome from the Mama Who Bore Me, the Spring Awakening song you saw right at the beginning of that set of clips, Christina Filius.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you? I'm good. How are
I'm
you?
great. Good. Good.
All right. All right. Good is good. I mean, these days, good is might as well be fantastic, right?
Yeah, good is better than nothing. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Now, how was it watching all of that back for you from back in 2016?
Oh my God. It's so strange listening to myself back and just watching the whole thing. It feels like it was yesterday, and it's just so, oh my God, it's so weird watching. It drives me nuts that that was 2016. Like,
Yeah.
It literally feels like almost yesterday.
Yeah, that was almost 4 years ago. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's
right?
insane. It's actually really funny thinking back to that entire, like prepping for that performance. That week, I remember this. That week, I was battling the worst case of strep throat during Tech Week,
Oh no.
and I just remember the stress going through that entire experience. And then just like miraculously, the day of, I got up and I was like, "All right, we're gonna go do the show. This is it. Like, this is it or nothing." So.
And
It just starts to
something
bring
kicked
back
in,
all
right?
those memories. Yeah, it just brings back all of those memories. It's just crazy.
Yeah, well, it's great, and we had we showed a bunch more from that performance a few weeks ago. So
Yeah.
it's been fun to revisit that and dig through the old tapes and find those things. So,
Yeah.
and I do want to take a minute since you're here and encourage folks to check out your Instagram, where you've been posting some of your music and some things you've been up to since you were at Adelphi, and you graduated in 2018, I think, right?
Yes. Oh my God. That's another thing that's crazy to me.
I mean, yeah, right, yeah. So,
Yeah.
but check out her Instagram. There's some great music posted there, and is a precursor to your own website that you're working on, and
Yes,
some things
that will be
coming
up hopefully soon by the end of the month. I'm working on that.
Great.
But yeah,
And
Yeah.
what else have you? How's your summer been going?
it's good. I've been studying at the Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute for the last year. So right now I'm kind of on a little break. Hopefully get to go back in September. I mean, right now everything is just so up in the air. I've been working on a few small projects here and there, but again, a lot of things that supposed to do got shut down because of coronavirus. Things got pushed a couple months. So right now we're just hanging out, doing as much research and as much reading, and prepping for the next audition season as much as possible.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's most everyone that I know that is in the same situation as you has been trying to do those same things. Where, like, okay, I'm going to take this online course and find out about this. So it's great that you're using the time in a good way. And yeah, we're all looking forward to things starting to come back and being able to get active again and all those things. Right. So I mean, it's coming. It's just a matter of how much longer it's going to be.
Honestly, I was thinking about it the other day, and I think this period of quarantine and all of this is just kind of, I mean, I don't know. I would think that it's more like a blessing in disguise for especially people in the performing arts, because it gives us time to like take a mental break, take a physical break, because we're working 24/7, constantly in class 24/7 and auditioning 24/7. It just gives us time to just, sit back and think like, why are we doing this in the first place? Where does our love for this come from? You get to write. Personally, for me, I've been researching all new material in music, in theater, watching plays. The National Theater has been posting tons and tons of plays that they've done over the last couple of years. So there's a lot of resources out there that you could just take advantage of right now that you have the time for. So it really is a blessing in disguise. It is a little bit stressful because you don't know what's going to happen. But right now, I think the best thing to do is just hone your skills and prepare for, because you never know, like it could open up tomorrow. So, just take a breather, chill, hang out, watch some Netflix. I've been currently binge watching New Girl for the last couple of days.
Great.
But just, take it easy, but still like stay on top of your stuff. That's what I think.
Absolutely. And again, take a moment to check out what Christina's been up to. And thank you again for dropping in for a few minutes tonight and joining us to say hello. So we will have to get you back on and to have you perform something else on here.
Oh, that'd be great. I would love that.
Yeah, please. Let me know, because we're going to be doing this for a while. So we're going to keep doing it into the fall. And I think even when we start having things back in the PAC, I think we're going to keep doing this. Maybe not every week, please. But, like
I think you need a break too. You need a little bit of a break too.
I mean, like, let me tell you something. I need a break from this.
You need a vacation.
You are 100% correct. But Labor Day, we're not doing a show. So
great.
I have a goal. As long as I get to there, then I get a week of I get my Monday night back once,
Perfect.
So anyway, but good. Well, Christina, thank you again for joining us, and we will see you again.
All right, I'll see you guys soon.
Great, thank you. And as I said to Christina, if you are interested in joining us on a future show, please reach out to us, email us at our PAC email address so that I can keep it separate from everything else going on in my life. But if you just send us an email at pac@adelphi.edu, we are always looking for more students, faculty, staff, alumni, anybody with an Adelphi connection. We really would love to share your work, showcase your work on this show, and really we've been able to bring some great people on here, people from other countries that we just wouldn't have been able to see in other ways. So please do reach out if you are at all interested in doing that. And before we go, I'm also speaking of things that are coming up. I am excited about next week's show. It's rare that I already know what we're doing a week from now, but next week we are being taken over by the group Trio Adelphi. This is made up of 3 former Adelphi students who will be sharing music by their group that they formed after graduating, and also some of their solo work. So this is going to be another great show that you don't want to miss. That is coming up next week. And before we go, I want to take a moment and welcome back our guest from earlier in the show, Jonathan Goodman. Welcome back, Jonathan.
Thank you. That was a blast for me as a voice teacher to see those faces from not too long ago.
Right?
But,
yeah, it was fun.
A much younger looking Stephen Velez than the year he graduated, which was this year. Stephen Velez is my voice student. Sam Ford in there was my voice student, and Steffi Paxson, who was on your show back in April.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, she was my student. I want to give a shout out.
She's hanging out in Brussels and over in Belgium, right? You know, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rob Carroll was my student when he was at Eastman. Brooke Beck was on, I think, a week before me in May, and she's a current student of mine. So I just wanted to thank them for coming on your show, and I'm trying to, you know, persuade others. So
it's great. I mean, we're always happy to have them. I think we're gonna show the Seasons of Love thing that Rob did at some point in the next few weeks. So I'm going to use that as an excuse to have him back on as well, and share some of his music too. So
very talented guy.
Yeah, he's really fantastic. Yeah. And just good people too. So you have, as we get ready to close out the show for this week, we've got one more piece of music that you're going to share. Tell us about this.
Thanks. Yeah, I've always had a love of singer-songwriters from as early as I can remember. And my mother was a music teacher until she retired, and an organist and a choir a piano teacher, but she would sneak home CDs and, well, actually records. What am I saying? CDs.
Sure, right? Yeah.
Sneak home,
we can pretend.
Yeah, right. She would sneak home John Denver and people like that. And one person that I've come to love in my adult years is Sandy Denny, who sang with Fairport Convention, an incredible voice and talent and songwriter and a great guitarist. And she had an untimely death in her 30s, around 1978. But the piece that I covered back in April, again, I just recorded it for myself, relearning how to play the guitar, was a cover of another British singer-songwriter named Bryn Hayworth, a great person to check out, not well known, but Bryn Hayworth wrote a song called Moments. Sandy Denny covered it, and it was the last recording that Sandy Denny made before her death. And when I listened to it back in March, right after the lockdown, I found it very odd that the lyrics, though very hopeful, were particularly apropos to what's going on. And so if you listen into the lyrics, you'll see what I mean, that it was kind of turning this whole concept of what we're losing into what we can gain. I was glad to hear Christina Filius talk about, you know, how she's trying to make lemonade. And that's what we all got to try to do, especially as performers, to kind of go back, like she was saying, and rekindle our love, but also maybe go back to basics with our fundamentals and practice and all that good stuff. But this song is called Moments. I just recorded it for my Facebook friends, and it's my cover of Bryn Hayworth via Sandy Denny.
Great. Well, thank you, everyone, again for watching. Please stay safe. I look forward to seeing everyone again next week. And thank you again, Jonathan, for joining us tonight. And now to close out the show, here is Moments as performed by Jonathan Goodman. It's always something.
These are the memories that we weave so well. Lies like stories that we long to tell. When we're old with not too much to say, we'll have the memories that we made today. We'll have the memories that we weave today.